hope you don't mind.
Well, I'd be lying to say that I'm not impressed by all of it. I mean, the restaurant, the clothes, the food, everything. You know, I'm beginning to like the way the Dallas Ewings live.
It's just too bad you had to wait until now. After all, your daddy was in the oil business.
I know, but Daddy was a real wanderer. You know, I never knew what I'd missed. Not having stability and money. Daddy could have had money, a lot of it, but it just never seemed to be important to him.
I guess that was the big difference between Jason and Jock. Success and power were always very important to Jock Ewing. And that was the need that he passed on to his sons. Especially to J.R.
Good afternoon. I'd like to show you this beautiful evening gown. As you can see, it's gray chiffon overhang, bordered with 8-ply gray ostrich feathers. More coffee, Mrs. Yu?
No, thank you.
I'm fine. Thank you. Yes.
Now this looks lovely with a diamond choker, bracelet, and gold.
J.R. seemed to be upset the other morning.
$195.
He's been going through a very trying time.
Because of Cliff Barnes? You know, J.R. made Cliff Barnes sound to be like a real threat to Union Oil. Is he really?
J.R. is more worried about Cliff than he'd ever admit to anyone. The two men have always hated each other, but this is the first time that Cliff's ever had the upper hand. I've never seen J.R. so nervous.
Mr. Grayson's plane was being monitored by radar out of Houston Hobby Airport. When the plane went off the radar screen, it was somewhere around here. And at the same time, a worker on an offshore rig saw an explosion midair. After all the information was gathered, we realized that Mr. Grayson's plane had exploded.
Mrs. Ewing, I can pinpoint the disappearance with Houston. We can probably come up with some precise coordinates.
Well, that's fine. You shouldn't have any trouble locating the plane.
We specialize in deep water salvage, so let me tell you, there can be some very weird currents down there. It's not that easy.
Well, I understand that, Mr. Jackson. That's why I came to your company. I heard that you were the best.
Mrs. Ewing, the chances of our finding anything are very remote. The plane exploded in the air. That means that the wreckage could have been scattered for miles before it hit the water. In deep water like that, the currents could have scattered the wreckage even more.
I have to know if Mr. Grayson was actually on that plane when it went down.
You mean you want us to look for a body?
Not necessarily. I want some evidence of whether or not he was on the plane when it exploded.
The odds of us coming up with something like that are practically